Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Good afternoon.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Walaikum assalam.
Sir, assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Assalamualaikum, sir.
Walaikum assalam. Mr. Latif, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, sir. You, sir?
Yes, alhamdulillah. Should we start, dear students? Should we start?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
But
sir.
only, but only there are 31, 32. Today we are going to explain that is probability. Okay, another topic that is counting. Eh? Probability. Probability. Can you see the board?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And can you hear me clearly? Is there any sound? Can you hear fan sound or something like this from
No,
my
sir.
mic?
এমনি
Okay.
শোনা যাচ্ছে।
Okay. I am using fans. That's why maybe I think there is sound or not. There is student probability. We are going to solve some math regarding to probability. So we need to know what is probability. Okay. So what is probability, dear student? Any concept?
সম্ভাবনা।
Yes. Very good, Minaj. So what is probability? How can you define this is probability?
Sir, mainly um, number of favorite outcomes divided by total number of possible outcomes that we
Very good.
can get easily.
That is the definition of probability, right? The probability equals to favorable outcome and total number of outcomes.
Yes, sir.
That is called sample space, right? There is a simple definition we have to use to solve math. Probability. So probability is equals to, so P equals to, you can write favorable outcome, right? Number of favorable outcome, okay? So you can write like this. Total number of favorable outcome, total number of favorable outcomes, okay? And total outcomes, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that is the definition. As for example, if you throw a coin, what will be the probability? Suppose what will be the probability? If you find out Try to understand. Okay. I think you know it from your statistics course, maybe 101 or 102. So if you throw a coin, a single coin, so what will be the probability that comes to the head? Do you understand, dear student? What will be the probability that
Second
comes
of
to
them.
head? Shaheen Hussain, you want to say something?
Sir, 50-50. So yes, sir, 50-50.
Yeah,
8 of 10.
50-50, but try to understand the definition. What is the definition say? So if you total number of outcomes, what is will be the total number of outcomes? So suppose if you throw a coin, so there are two options, right? Maybe it will be head or tail.
Yes,
If you
sir.
throw a coin, it will be head or tail. So how many or total number of outcomes? So total number of outcomes, you can say total number of
2,
outcome is
sir.
2.
2, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
total number of outcomes, total number of outcomes, that is called sample space. I mean 2. So total of number of outcome means that is head or maybe tail. It will be head or tail. It will be head or tail. Total number of outcome is 2. And favorable outcome. Favorable now outcome means if you throw a coin, what is our question? What will be the probability that coming to the head or tail? So among this outcome, how many head? That is your favorable outcome. Do you understand or not? First, you need to draw the sample space. I mean total number of outcomes. First, total number of outcomes. How many total number of outcomes? I mean so sample space. Sample space means your field, right? So how many number of here? You throw a coin means there are two possibilities, maybe head or maybe tail. So we have written here. So total number of is this, and if our question is what will be the probability that coming to the head? So head means among this sample space, how many head here? That is your favorable outcome. Do you understand?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
probability of head or something like this, probability of head, you can write the total sample space is 2 and your head is 1. How many head? Only one head. So
1,
that's
sir.
why you are telling 50-50. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Total number of, so again coming to the point, if you throw two coins, how many possibilities?
So 2 possibilities. 4 possibilities.
Four possibilities. Very good. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If you throw coin, Ifrat Jahan, if you throw two coins, if you throw two coins, so if you throw two coins, maybe both coins that will be head, both will be tail, or one head, one tail, one tail, one head. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
So there will be four possibilities. Both will be head. So what will be the sample space? If you throw two coins,
2
if you
coins.
throw two coins, so both will be head. So both will be head, right?
Yes,
Or both
then
will be tail, right?
Yes, sir.
Or
Then head
one
Yes,
or
sir.
head,
yes.
first on
tail.
head, second on tail, and first on tail, second on head. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So these are the possibilities. These are the total outcome. These are your field. These are called sample space. These are called sample space. Do you understand? So now coming to the point, what will be the probability coming both head? What will be the probability that come both head? That both coin will be head?
So 1 by 4.
Yes, 1/4. So how can you say 1/4? Here both head is only one. How many
1
both
by
head?
1.
Only one. So that is your favorable outcome. And total sample space is 4. That's why you are telling P of HH, I mean both head equals to 1/4.
Oh,
Is it clear or not?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Clear.
So okay. Mr. Asik, if you roll a dice chakka, if you roll a dice, so how many possibilities? There will be 3.
Sir, 1
Mr.
by
Asik.
6.
So it will be
Six
1 by 6.
possibilities.
So what will be the probabilities coming to 1 or 3?
Sir, 1 by
Asikujaman,
6.
can you?
Sir, 1 by 6.
Sir, 1 by 3, sir.
1 by 6.
1 by 3. How can you say 1 by 3? Asikujaman, would you please explain? How can you say 1 by 3? Are you telling 3 or 6? Asikujaman,
Yes, sir.
so can you say, gentlemen, what will be the probability that your roll, your dice, that will be 1?
Sir, 1 by 6.
Okay, 1 by 6.
Sir, 1 by 6.
Okay, 1 by 6. Rikta, how can you say 1 by 6?
Sir, sir, maybe 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4. Sir, এভাবে 1 by 6
Sir, can
পর্যন্ত
I
স্যার যেতে পারে।
হ্যাঁ, যেতে পারে। So, okay, Rikta, I have another question. So, what will be the probability that coming to 2, 2 হওয়ার সম্ভাবনা কত বলেন তো রিক্তা?
স্যার 1 by 2, স্যার 2 বার 2 বার।
Sir,
No,
sir,
sir,
1 by
1 by
6.
6.
sir, can I
1 by
explain, sir?
1 by 6.
হ্যাঁ, please try to understand. Rikta, Mr. Asikujaman, please try to understand. Actually, what is your probability that's coming later, right? First, how can you solve this probability math? First, you need to draw the sample space. I mean, how many outcomes, how many possibilities you have. Do you understand? So possibilities means maybe you will get 1. If you roll a dice, ছক্কার কয়টা 6টা দিক থাকে না, maybe 1, that is called put. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, right?
Sir, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
আপনারা বোধহয়
Sir.
দেখেছেন, আপনারা এখনো কেউ খেলে না এরকম বাংলাদেশে নেই। Anyway, so if you roll a dice, so there are 6 possibilities. A dice, so there are 6 sides, cubic, so there are 6 sides, so 6 possibilities. 1 is a possibilities, 2 another possibilities, 3 up to 6. So there are 6 possibilities. Done. We have draw the sample space. First step done.
Yes, sir.
Second step, how will be the sample space? Sample space are if you roll a dice, so sample space are 1, maybe 2, maybe 3, or maybe 4, or maybe 5, or maybe 6, right? These are your option.
Yes,
These
sir.
are your total sample space. So among these, now coming to the question, যে okay 2 হওয়ার সম্ভাবনা কত? What will be the probability that coming to the 2, right? 2. So 2 means how many 2 here? Among the sample space, how many 2?
1.
Only 1,
1,
2,
sir.
sir.
Only 1, 2. This one is only 2. So number of favorable outcome, you can write only 1. Not, and total outcome is 6. Not like this. You are finding 2, so do not write here 2. Do you understand? Asik and Rikta.
Yes, sir.
You are
Yes, sir.
finding the probability that coming 2. So you should not write over here 2. If you write 2 means this 2 indicates that there are 2 favorable outcomes. How many there are? If you write here over here 2 means there are 2 favorable outcomes. So if you have written only 1, 2, where is another 2? Is there any other 2 except this?
No, sir.
No.
No, sir.
So how can you write 2?
Only
So
1.
this is not. So you need to find out your favorable outcomes here. How many favorable outcomes? How many number, right? You are
One.
dealing with 2,
Only
but
1.
how many 2s? There are only 1 2s. That's why you have to write It's 1 by 6. And that is the probability. Mr. Ashiquzzaman, is it clear or still you have a question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sure. That is the probability. Now, I have again question. Ashiquzzaman, can you hear me clearly?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so please, dear student, don't help us. Yeah. Ashiquzzaman, if you roll two dice, what will be the probability that coming to summing of two dice, that will be 6? What will be the probability? Do you understand the question, Mr. Asik?
Sir, your question not clear, sir. Again, sir.
Okay, Mr. Ashiquzzaman, if you roll, you have two dice. Is it clear? You have how many dice in your hand? Two dice. দুইটা ছক্কা আছে. You have two dice in your hand. Is it done?
Yes, sir.
Now you need to roll it. এবার আপনাকে চালাতে হবে. Now you need to roll it. So if you roll, my question is, what will be the probability that sum of two dice, that will be 6? মানে দুইটা গুটির 6 যোগফল হবে, এটার প্রবাবিলিটি কত হবে?
Sir, 2 ভাগ 12, sir. 2 divide
2 ভাগ
12.
12. Okay, why you are telling 2 ভাগ 12? What is 2?
Sir,
Why for 2?
Sir,
Why for 12?
স্যার যেহেতু ছক্কা দুটা আর মেনশন করা হয়েছে
হ্যাঁ।
2, এইজন্য স্যার 2 ভাগ 12.
So how can you get 12?
স্যার ছক্কা এখানে দুটা, স্যার দুটা আমি চালাচ্ছি গুটি দুইবার,
হ্যাঁ,
এই কারণে
আপনাকে তো
12
দুইবারই
যোগফল 12.
Sir, 1/12 হবে স্যার। 1/6
1/12
plus 1/6, স্যার summation of 1/12 হয়।
আরে বেটা, দুইটা গুটির যোগফল 6 হতে হবে।
6/12, sir. 1 plus 5 equal to 6, 2 plus 4 equal to 6, 3 plus 3
Very
equal to
good.
6.
That very good analysis, Mr. Safar. So your result will be 6. So 1 plus 2 plus 4 equals to 6. 1 plus 5 equals to 6. Or
3
3
plus
plus
3
3
equal to...
equals to 6. Right, Safar?
Yes, sir.
There will be chance. Okay, so you want to say that is your favorable outcome, right?
Yes,
Ms.
sir.
Rikta and Ashiquzzaman, do you understand Mr. Safat Hussein's statement?
No sir, sir please again.
স্যার অ্যাকচুয়াল অ্যান্সারটা কোনটা হবে? 1/12 মনে হচ্ছে।
1/12. Okay, it does not matter. It's 1/12 or 1/10. It does not matter. First, how many sample space? How many total number of sample space? Total number of sample space কত হবে? হ্যাঁ?
So it will be 36.
Very good, Mr. Sainosen. Thank you. Thank you. If you roll two dice, if you roll two dice, suppose one dice, it gives us 1. If you roll second dice, it gives us maybe 1, right? Right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
First dice gives us 1. Second dice also 1. Now, keeping fixed the first dice. When you will get it turn 1. So when you again roll second dice, maybe 1, maybe 2, maybe 3, 4, 5, up to what? 6. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
You understand or not?
Yes sir.
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Against the first dice 1, you will get maybe 1, or maybe you will get 2, or maybe 3, or maybe 4, or maybe 5, or maybe 6.
6.
Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Against one,
Yes,
against
sir.
the first dice, you will get like maybe one. Your second dice will be maybe one, maybe two, maybe three, maybe four, maybe five, maybe six. Similarly, second dice, first dice, if it gets two, so what will be that? Similarly, you will get, right?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes.
here, you will get maybe one here, second dice, two, something like this, okay? Do you understand or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Understand.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Understand, sir.
Yes, sir.
এতো পরে বুঝলে হবে পৃথিবী অনেক ফাস্ট মুভ করতেছে so how many options there are 36 options right
Yes,
there
sir.
are 36 so your total sample space is 36 how many favorable outcomes now coming how many favorable outcomes already Safat stated this statement very clearly that you have to make 6 so make 6 কেমনে হবে 1 and 1 কি 6 হবে? No. 1 2 no. 1 3 no. 1 4 no. 1 5 makes 6.
Yes, sir.
1 and 5 this makes 6, right? Do you understand?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, actually দুইটা ডাইসের যোগফল কত হতে হবে? 6 হতে হবে। তো 6 কিসে কিসে হবে?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Understand.
Mehani,
Yes, sir.
how can you
Understand.
get 6?
One,
Maybe
five,
first
two,
dice
four,
1,
three, three.
Yes, sir.
one
1 5
dice 1, second dice 5.
5. Yes, sir.
Now just increase and decrease one. So if first of this one, or maybe 3 3, or maybe
4
what?
2. 4 2.
4 4 2, right?
Yes, sir.
Or what? Or 5 1, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
Actually, if you draw it clearly, you will get actually here not here 2 3, then 2 4, then 2 5, then 2 6, right? So similarly, you will get. So you will get actually 1 5, 1 5 makes 6,
Yes, sir. 2 4.
or 5 1 makes 6, right? Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
2 2 4 makes 6,
Yes, sir. 4 2.
or 4 2 makes 6, right?
Okay. 3
And
Yes,
3
sir.
3 makes
3
6. Is there any other option?
No, sir.
Is any other option that we have left, dear student?
No, sir.
So
No, sir.
how many possible favorable outcomes? This makes 6. 1 2 3 4 5. How many favorable outcomes here? 5. আপনারা কি বুঝতেছেন নাকি কঠিন হচ্ছে?
No, sir. Sir, understand.
Yes, sir.
Sir, favorable outcomes is 5.
Yes. Now can you say what will be the probability that comes 7? Summation of 2 dice that will be 7. বলেন তো কত হবে? Probability কত হবে?
Sir,
Sir,
1
same,
6
sir.
6
5 by
1.
36.
5 by 36.
Yes, sir.
কেমনে বলেন তো?
Sir, 1 6, then 1
6 1.
2 5, 3 4, then sir 4 3, then sir 5 2, then 6 1. Oh, sir.
কতগুলো হল?
6 by 36.
বাইজিৎ
Sir.
কয়টা হলো?
Yes, sir. Now
বাইজিৎ
6
কয়টা
by
হলো?
36.
আমার মনে হয় আপনারা কিছুটা বুঝেছেন হয়তো কিছুটা উপকার হয়েছে
Yes, sir.
or still please if you have a question please raise your question we have to solve math এলাতে example we have to solve math right
স্যার ম্যাথ করলে আরো ক্লিয়ার হবে স্যার।
but but Ummehani, these are the basic things we must have to know, right?
Yes, sir. This basic thing is understand.
Yeah, you need to know the basic things. So I think maybe you have no question. Please, একটু মনে রাখেন, favorable outcome you have to find out, but before finding favorable outcome, you must have to draw the sample space. I mean, how many data, how many possibilities you have. Okay, that is called total outcomes, or it's another name sample space. Okay, among this sample space, now just count যে কি বলেছে আপনাকে কোশ্চেনে, 5 or 6 or whatever is given, what is here, right? And that just count this number and substitute here. This upper part, just write down this upper part, and this is your probability. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now coming another point, question. Would you please write down the question? What will be the probability? What will be the probability that is either divisible by 3 or 5? Would you please write down the question? What will be the probability that will be divisible either 3 or 5 from 1 to 100? 1 to 100.
Sir, either
Sir,
3
request.
or 5.
হ্যাঁ,
প্রথম থেকে আরেকবার
that either 3 or 5 which are divisible, you need to find out the probability. What is the probability that is divisible either 5? You have to find out the probability, okay? Do you understand? You have to find out the probability that that is divisible either 3
Or 5.
or 5 in between 1 to 100, right?
Yes, sir.
That is divisible. Divisible by either 3 or 5 in between 1 to 100. Do you understand?
Hello, sir.
Yes, sign.
স্যার মানে 1 থেকে 100 ভিতর এমন সংখ্যা হয়তো যেটাতে 3 দ্বারাও ডিভিজিবল মানে ভাগ হয়, আবার হচ্ছে 5 দিয়ে হয়, না কিছু
হ্যাঁ,
কিছু
সেটার
3 দিয়ে আলাদা,
probability
5 দিয়ে আলাদা?
we have to find, right?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So dear student, there is a formula to find out the probability in terms of set. I am not going to details in set, what is set and how can you derive the formula. Just I am going to remind you. I think all these things you learn from the statistics subject. I'm not going to give you any reference, but sorry, we have limited time. There is a formula, n of A union B equals to what? What is the formula? N of A plus n of
Plus
B
N of B.
minus n of C. I think you know it. Can you see the board clearly?
Yes, sir.
I think you know this
Yes, sir.
formula. From your basic course, I mean basic math, you know this set. From this set theory, you know here n is the cardinal number. What is n? N is the cardinal number. Dear student, what is n? N stands for cardinal number. Cardinal number. Just a second. cardinal number. So what is cardinal number? What is cardinal number? As for example, if you say A is equals to A, B, 5, 7, 5, 6. Suppose A equals to A, whose A is a set whose elements are A, B, 5, 6. As for example, A, B, 5, 6. So what will be the cardinal number? N of A means how many elements here? How many elements belong in that set? That is the cardinal number. Do you understand? Mr.
স্যার
Astikus Yes.
স্যার স্যার সি এর জায়গায় বি হবে না স্যার স্যার যে কোশ্চেনে স্যার
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Sadiq. I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you. Now coming to the point, a cardinal number. My main objective, what is cardinal number, right? Sadiqul Islam, we have used here n,
Yes,
that's
sir.
why. N is the cardinal number.
Got it.
So what is cardinal number? Cardinal number like this. How many elements of A? A is a set, right? Sadiqul Islam, A is a set. So
Yes,
how
sir.
many elements here? How many elements? Can you count how many elements?
4 elements.
4. So n of A equals to 4. Number of elements, that will be the cardinal number. Is it easy?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
So n of n means cardinal number. So how can you find cardinal number? That is cardinal number means how many elements that belong into that set. That is called cardinal number. Mathematical definition. Forget about mathematical definition. Just total number of elements is the n of A. A is a set. N of A is the cardinal number, right? So we know this is a formula. আপনারা এটা জানেন. You know this is a formula for finding set. In probability, dear student, there is also a formula like this. But you must have to be very careful that we are using here n, another we have to use p. Same formula but different thing. P of A in union B equals to P of A probability plus P of B probability of B minus P of A intersection B. Do you understand or not?
Yes, sir.
Same formula, but meaning different. One is cardinal number, another is probability. These two things are completely different. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Please, আপনারা কি বুঝছেন?
Yes, sir.
And I don't know whether you are with me or not.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And this is very difficult to determine where actually your you can just determine whether you are honest or not. You are honest or not. So please try to understand. You are investing your money and time, valuable money and time. Okay, so I think you
Yes,
should
sir. We are
utilize.
here, sir.
Okay, so this is the probability, right? Probability, already I have explained how to find P, I mean probability, and I have immediately before I have explained how can you find out N. Is it done? Can you proceed?
Yes, sir.
Dear student, do you have any question regarding to N of this or P of this? Do you have any question this?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Now coming to the point, please keep a note. This formula we have to use. So what is our question, dear student? Actually, you have to find out the probability that number that will be maybe divisible by 3 or maybe 5. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So n of actually here 3, so we can denote it in terms of set. So solution we can write something like this. Let A or E, whatever you have written, you can write, let A be the set which is divisible by which is divisible by 3. Can I represent this? We can just consider, right? We can denote, nothing else.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what A means what? A means those numbers which are divisible by 3. As for example, 3, because 1 to 3, 1 to 100, right? So you can say, what is A? You can say here, therefore A equals to, you can say 3, 6, 9, 12, ... 99. Do you understand or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Altogether, we are just writing, okay, this A means these are the, this number are divisible in between 1 to 100, these number are divisible by 3. Are you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, dear student, coming to the next point, since you are finding, so whenever you find out the probability, you need to know how many possibilities, favorable outcomes, or how many sample space you need to find, right?
Yes, sir.
Are you agree with me or not?
Yes, sir.
Because
Agree.
Yes, sir.
because you have to find out probability. So probability means sample space and favorable outcome. So sample, what will be the sample space? How many numbers you are dealing with? How many numbers?
Sir, 100.
100, 100.
So here 1 is a number, 2 another number, 3 another number, 4 ... 100 up to 100. So there are 100 numbers, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So total sample space, if you write the total sample space, total outcome, so total outcome for this math, that will be 100, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Is
sir.
it clear?
Yes,
Is
sir.
it clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if my question is from 15 to 100, if my question is from 15 to 100, how many sample space there will be?
85.
50, sir. So 50
51.
total outcome 50.
Oi beta.
Sorry, 85,
Sir,
sir.
50. Oh,
85, sir.
55.
55. Yes.
How can you say 85, gentlemen? How can you say 85? Just tell me the, yeah.
86.
Okay,
From
86 or 85.
15,
Era, that's very good statement. How can you say 86, Era?
sir,
From
from
15
15
to
to
100, it is
100.
86.
Yes, sir.
15 is also a number. That's why maybe, sir.
Very good. So if you just subtract 100 minus 15, that is your answer is wrong, right?
Yes, sir.
This
Yes,
is
sir.
wrong.
Yes, sir.
If you say 100 minus 15 plus 1, then your answer is right, 86. Right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So in this way, you need to find out the sample space. Okay? Is it
Yes,
clear?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, again, my question is something like this. It's from 201 to 350. 350. Would you please tell me what will be the sample space?
148.
Shanta Chaudhary, how can you say 148? 150. 150, how can you say
155.
150?
Yes, sir. No, sir. Minus 150.
Sir,
Sir,
350
150, sir.
minus 201.
Sir,
Right, it
350
will
minus
Plus
201
1.
plus 1
Yeah, very
is
good.
equal to 150.
Just plus one it, okay? Plus one. You will get it. Okay? Now coming to the math. I think এরকম যদি question থাকে, I think you will be answered to question. Okay? There will be seen something like this. So our কি ছিল বোধহয় 1 to 100, right?
around 100.
Yeah, 1 to 100. Coming to the point. So here, what will be the n of a? What will be the n of a? Dear student?
Sir, 100.
Ummehani, n of a. A which is
No,
divisible
sir.
by,
No, sir.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
33.
Understand.
okay, 33. How can you say 33?
Sir, divided by 3.
How can you say 33? Baiji, then Selim. Okay, write down the formula. Write down the formula. When our teacher taught us this math in university life, so that is very difficult to identify. Eh? This is very difficult. How many number? Here, this is a sequence. It's maintained sequence. But if there is no sequence like 1000 to 3000 or something like this, so how can I find out? That times I derive some formula. So that will be maybe helpful for you. Dear student, its formula is something like this. It's upper limit, right? In between this, you have to write upper limit. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You have to write upper limit. I mean, how many divisors? You can write over there that upper limit, upper limit, which is divisible by what? Which is divisible by, since here 3 you are finding, so which is
Yes, sir.
divisible by 3. Upper limit, you need to write upper limit. So 100 you can consider upper limit if 100 is divisible by 3. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is it divisible by 300? It is not
No, sir.
divisible by
No,
3.
sir.
Now
99.
99. Next height 99 which is divisible by 3. So you can write over here as a upper limit. So 99. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then minus lower limit. Lower limit which is also divisible by that number. By here,
3.
if here is 3, so that must be divisible by 3. So since 1 is not divisible by 3, 2 is not divisible by 3, 3 is divisible by 3. So we can write 3. Do you understand? Do you understand, dear
Yes, sir.
student? And what is here divisible? You are dealing with this number 3. So you need to write over 3 plus 1. That will be your result. Please keep a note. Please keep a note. And by this divisible number, right? So here, what will be the year? কত হবে এটা?
33 maybe, sir.
96 divided by
That's
3.
33.
Total 33.
So here 33, right?
Yes, sir.
Just press your calculator. 33 or 34. It does not matter. Just press your calculator. 99 minus 3, 96. 96 divide 3,
Sir,
32.
33.
32 plus
Yes,
1,
sir,
so
33.
33. So 33 is, there are 33 numbers which are divisible by 3 in between 1 to 100. There are 33 numbers which are divisible by 3. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
এখন
sir.
আপনাকে যদি এখন প্রশ্নটা যদি করা হতো যে what will be the probability that are divisible by 3 in between 1 to 100, কি আনসার হতো বলেন তো?
Sir, upper limit minus lower limit.
আরে বেটা probability শাহিন,
Oh,
I am asking যে what will be the probability probability that number is divisible by 3 in between 1 to 100?
33.
33 by 100.
33 by 100. That is simple answer, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that is you have to write P of A. P of A equals to 33 by 100s, right?
yes, sir.
So this is N of A and this is P of A. N of A 33. N of A is only 33, but P of A is 33 by 100, right?
Oh,
Yes, sir.
বাট আপনারা যারা অনেক এক্সপার্ট আছেন, আমি আপনাদের খাতা বলবো এখানে সবগুলো লিখবেন যে সবগুলোই পি অথবা সবগুলোই এন। আপনারা কিছু স্টুডেন্ট আছে লিখবেন সবগুলো এখানে, এখানে এন হবে, এখানেও লিখে রাখছেন পি। আই মিন অল আর পি অর অল আর এন। ডু ইউ আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ড?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Please be careful about this. That's why I have explained what is n. N stand for cardinal number, P stand for probability. Okay, and these two things are completely different. Should I proceed? Should I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now we have done either 3 or 5. So again consider B B B be the set which is divisible by 5. We can consider, right?
Yes, sir.
Huh? So 5 means what? So B equals to, therefore that B means কি হবে এখানে
5,
তাহলে?
10, 5, 10, 15, 20,
Very good. 5, 10, 15 dot then 100,
100.
right?
Yes,
So
sir.
again you need to find out the cardinal number. I mean how many numbers which are divisible by 5? How many
Sir,
numbers which are
20.
20? So just use the formula. So 100 minus 5
5
divide
divided by
5.
5.
So 20, right?
Yes, sir.
How to write 20? 20, okay? We have done individually how many number which is divisible by 3, how many number which is divisible by 5. We have done it. Any question about this?
No, sir.
Coming to the
No, sir.
coming to the question here. Here question is, you need to find out this probability which is divisible by either 3 or 5. Right now we have individually find out the number is divisible by 3 or 5, but either 3 or 5. So 15 is such a number which is divisible by 5 as well as 3. Are you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
15 is such a number which is divisible by both, I mean 3 and 5, right?
Yes.
So you need to find out, among these you need to find out there are several numbers, 5, 10, 15, this number which is divisible by 3 as well as 5. Are you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
In previous you have written A. So A, this is a number that is, I mean if you say 12, if you say 12 is divisible by only 3 but not 5, right?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So to satisfy this either condition, actually I'm coming later, or here, or. So you need to find at the beginning, before. Dear student, now coming, can I write down, can I say something like this? The A intersection B, be a set. Can I consider what we have written at the previous?
স্যার ওটা ইউনিয়ন ছিল স্যার
কি লিখেছিলাম বলেন?
BS which is divisible.
এত be the
Which
event or okay, you can write এত be the set which is divisible by how to write divisible? Divisible by 3 and 5. Can I say 3 and 5? Can I write intersection?
Yes, sir.
3 and 5 means what? That is divisible by 15. Can I say 15? Instead of writing 3 and 5, can I say 15?
Yes, sir.
আপনারা কি বুঝছেন আর বুঝেন না? Dear student, 3 and 5 is such a number, I mean 15 is a number which is divisible by 3 as well as 5, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So instead
Yes,
of telling 3 and 5, can I say the A intersection B be the event or number which is divisible by 15? Can I write instead of writing
Yes,
this
sir.
line?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Also we can write, yes, also we can write, I mean divisible by 15. So how many number? How many cardinal? What will be the cardinal number of this? What will be the cardinal number? কি লিখবো আমরা বলেন?
Sir, upper limit minus lower limit.
Yeah, that is same formula here 15, right? So 90
Yes, sir.
90 minus 15 plus 1, so কত হয় 8
Answer is 5.
8 Ira Isra Jahan, it is 8
Yes, sir.
6,
by
sir.
this
6.
So
eh?
6.
Sir,
6, sir. 6.
So 6. 5 plus 1 equals to 6.
Okay, 6, so 6,
Sir, 6.
right?
Yes, sir.
This is 6. Now we have done approximately. Now coming to the probability point. Actually, you need to find out. Uh, P of. Now we know the P of A union B probability. What we have written here, Ummehani, we have written P of A union B means probability of A, I mean which
Yes,
is
sir.
divisible by 3 or divisible by 5.
P of A
Probability
plus P
is
of B
either
minus
divisible
P of
by
A
3
intersection B.
or 5. So just write down the formula. Here our formula is P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
And I think you know already what will be the sample space. I think you know, right? So here how many divisible number which is divisible by A or 3? How many you have find out?
33 by 100.
33 by 100.
33
Very
by
good.
100.
33 by 100 plus B
1, sir.
20
20
by
by
100.
100.
20
That is
by 100.
1 by 5.
20 by 100 minus 6 by 100. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
স্যার ওইখানে কি 1 by 5 লেখা যাবে না 20 by 100
Yeah, definitely you can. Right? We have to at last we have to write down this line,
Sir,
right?
আবার তো করা লাগবে একই তো।
Hani,
ওকে স্যার
Sahin, you want to say something?
No, sir.
So what will be the answer? কত হবে?
1 by 4.
কত হবে বলেন? 47, right?
47 by 100.
47 by 100. This is the answer.
Okay, sir.
Is it clear or not?
Yes, sir.
There are lots of
Yes,
things
sir.
here,
Yes, sir.
dear students. But please be careful about N and P. আপনার সেন্সে কিছুই না, বোধহয় N লিখছেন আর P লিখছেন এই জন্য স্যার মার্কস কেটে নিছে। But this is a big mistake, right? In terms of mathematics, this is a big mistake. N and P, please make sure whatever you are writing, P or N, please be careful about this. Do you understand or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So you may check. I'm going to give you a math. Right now we have no time. So আপনাকে একটা classroom একটা math দেওয়া হবে. Okay? 1 or 2 math regarding to this.
No, sir.
All these math are very easy. I think all you will get. That's a very easy thing. যদি আপনি lecture টুকু বুঝে থাকেন, you can easily understand. I have already explained যে how can you find out the sample space. I mean total. যদি এটা চেঞ্জ থাকবে, চেঞ্জ টুকু আপনাকে বলে দেওয়া হয়েছে যে 1 to 100 instead of 1 to 100, if there is 2 to any range, right? In certain range, how can you find? So all these are very easy things. Now, Sain, what is your question, Mr. Sain?
স্যার এখানে 3 or 5 আছে বাট যদি স্যার এখানে এন্ড থাকতো তাহলে স্যার এই ইন্টারসেকশন বি সূত্র বসতো মেবি
If
ইফ স্যার মানে এখানে স্যার 3 or 5 বাট এখানে যদি এন্ড থাকতো 3 and 5 মানে দুইটা দিয়ে স্যার মানে ভাগ যায় বা ডিভিজিবল
Yeah, 3 and 5. If there is only 3 and 5, so you have to
Then
find
sir,
out this part,
yes
only
sir,
this part.
intersection. Sir, এটা সূত্রটা ভুলে গেছি একটু।
Mr. Shahin, if there is and 3 and 5, so no need to calculate this part, only you have to find out this one, right? Because there is war. War means those number you have to find out probability which are divisible by 3. Another option, if they are divisible by 5. And in such number, আমরা এটা বিয়োগ করতেছি কারণ কি? Because there are some number which are divisible by 3 and 5 as well as both, right?
Yes sir.
Already you have counted here. This number is divisible by 3. Again, if you here there is a 15. 15 you were told you have already calculated here,
Yes sir.
right,
understood.
Sahin?
Yes sir.
But since you have already calculated here, that's why this 15 you need to subtract.
Yes sir.
Do you understand the point?
Yes sir. Yes sir.
That is the formula. Okay, I'm not going to derive the formula in details. I think you know, but in my level I have already explained how can you calculate what are the key words I have explained. Okay, so that's all for today. I have to take attendance and I am sorry for this. আমরা প্রত্যেকদিন লেট হয়ে যাচ্ছি, আসলে আমাদের টাইম, we cannot finish a single math a single hour. I don't know, আমরা একটু স্লো, বেশি স্লো।
স্যার আমাদের ভাইবা কি হবে?
হ্যাঁ হানি,
স্যার ভাইবা কি হবে?
আমি যতটুকু জানি হওয়ার কথা, তারপরও আর জানি না, এরকম কিছু বলা হয় না।
স্যার তাহলে ভাইভাতে আমাদের কেমন কোশ্চেন হবে এটা একদম যদি বলতেন।
আপনাকে যা কিছু পড়ানো হচ্ছে এগুলো থেকে আপনাকে ভাইবা প্রশ্ন করা হবে। হ্যাঁ, প্রবাবিলিটি যদি বলা হয়ে থাকে আপনার ওই ম্যাথ, তাহলে এই কোশ্চেন গুলোই আমি আপনাকে করব। আপনি যদি আমার পুরো ক্লাস করে থাকেন, ডেফিনেটলি ইউ উইল বি আনসার দ্য কোয়েশ্চেন। ওকে,
ওকে স্যার।
আর আমি আপনাদের শুধু বোধহয় ম্যাথ করাই না, আমি প্রত্যেকটার কিছু ক্ষেত্রে শুধু ম্যাথ করাই না, আমার লেভেল থেকে আপনাকে কিছু দেওয়ার চেষ্টা করা হয়, যে বেসিক কিছু যদি আপনার কাজে লাগে, যদিও আমরা ম্যাথের জন্যই গুরুত্ব দিই। হ্যাঁ হানি,
স্যার ডেফিনেশন টাইপ গুলো কি হবে নাকি মানে ম্যাথ দিয়ে মানে ভাইবা?
অ্যাকচুয়ালি ডেফিনেশন বলে কিছু নেই, আপনাকে কোশ্চেন করা হবে, আপনি যদি বুঝাতে পারেন, দ্যাট ইজ দ্য পয়েন্ট, রাইট? নট লাইক দিস ডেফিনেশন ইউ নিড টু স্টেট দ্য স্টেটমেন্ট যে ওকে একেবারে পুরোপুরি বলেন দাড়ি কমা সহ, নট লাইক দিস।
Sir, basic
So if some question, if I ask you some question, if you are able to that is, if you are able to express your in terms of your language, you will get full marks, and I am very pleased.
ওকে স্যার।
ওকে,
থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার।
মানে যাই কিছু হোক আপনি আমাকে বুঝাতে পারলেই হবে আপনার ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজে, কোনো ধরাবাঁধা নিয়ম নেই যে এটা, তবে হ্যাঁ কারেক্ট ইনফরমেশনটা দিতে হবে। হাদিউজ্জামান, আর ইউ প্রেজেন্ট?
Yes, sir.
সাকিবুল্লাহ মিয়ান, সাকিবুল্লাহ মিয়ান, মিয়ান অ্যাবসেন্ট। মশিউর রহমান?
Yes, sir.
নিয়াজ মোর্শেদ, আর ইউ প্রেজেন্ট? নিয়াজ মোর্শেদ?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
বন্নি বিশ্বাস?
Yes, sir.
আল্লামা ইকবাল প্রেজেন্ট? Oh, Allama Iqbal is not this. Yeah, Nahida Islam, are you present?
Yes, sir. Hello, sir.
Yes. Lubna Akhtar? Lubna, today you are silent.
Sir, to 6, sir. No, sir.
Yeah, MD Shahin Iqbal?
Present, sir.
Romana Afroj?
Present, sir.
Okay, sure, thank you. Thank you, dear student.
Sir, Aida Fairuz is present.
Sir, Nazrul Islam.
Sir, Aida Fairuz Nashra.
Okay, given, already given. Your attendance.
Sir, Sabna.
I know, Sabrina,
Sir,
you